What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Good afternoon. Hope everybody had a good weekend. It's me, Steve, aka Twisted Trooper, the Headhunter, coming to you live from New York City, the mecca of Magfed Paintball. We got a great show for you today. Today, who we have on? We have Bishop, the commissioner from GRINDBROTHERS Paintball. We also have Green Eyes here as well from GRINDBROTHERS Paintball. You may have known him from a previous podcast. And on a special note, as a guest appearance today, we have my brother, Flip. He's in a panel tonight. He's going to be joining us this evening. And let's take it from there. So with that being said, Mr. Bishop, tell me about it, sir. Tell me about it. What's going on? How's everything?
Everything's good. How you been, man?
I'm good, brother. It's good to see you, man. You're looking good.
Likewise. Thank you.
Looking good. And Green Eyes, what's up with you, man?
How are you?
I'm good. Last time I caught you, we were at the premiere podcast, and how did you like that? Did you get any feedback from that at all, or?
Actually, I did. A bunch of people were upset that they missed it, so I had to promote this one a little bit more. They were very excited to hear that, we were doing this collaboration. The podcast was starting up. A lot of people were very excited to hear about it. And I had fun. You had a great, crew of people on. We had more goes, I'm sorry, I forget the boy from North Carolina. I forgot his name, but he was a pleasure too.
Yeah, Geo Magfed. Yeah.
Geo Magfed, yeah.
Yeah, cool. And Chris, Flip.
What up?
What's going on with you, man? Why don't you introduce yourself to the community? Let them know who you are a little bit.
Guys, I'm from Generation Flip. Come check me out. Started a podcast gaming, streaming. I've done some paintball in the past. It's been a minute, but I am familiar with paintball, that's for sure. But I'm just supporting my brother on his fucking stream, and we're gonna handle this shit.
Cool. So, Mr. Bishop, tell me about GRINDBROTHERS Paintball. What's that about?
Oh man, we could be here all day talking about GRINDBROTHERS Paintball. I'll give you guys the rundown. So it started out with me and a few of my friends, like any normal paintball organization or group that gets started. And we were just going around to paintball fields, just talking shit to each other, and became rivals. And one thing led to another. We were like, "Yo, listen, we have something here," because people started being drawn to us, and they started seeing like what we were doing. So we were like, "Yo," we started making videos and creating like this buzz, this energy that when we came to these fields, like high velocity, we started playing the Cousins Staten Island. That's where it all started for us. And me and my boy Pat, we've been, co-workers and friends for a long time. We became rivals, and then I said, "Yo, let's create a league out of this. We're on to something here." People are like, talking to us about this. So he's like, "Yo, how's it gonna start? How's it gonna unfold?" I said, "Well, our videos are like wrestling videos. Like we creating promos, from like WWE and ECW and NXT." And I said, "So let's combine the WWE aspect with it, without the wrestling part, and then just incorporate it and mix it with paintball." And then we brought a couple of championship belts, and we started investing our own money and funds into it. And we went to MSG. I met a group at Liberty. I met Activo at Liberty one day when I was playing. And they were like, "Yo, you got to come out to MSG." So I said, "All right, what's MSG?" I didn't know nothing about it. It was like a very family-oriented field. And then, they saw what we were doing. And once we got the belts, it was like, everybody was like, "What the hell is this shit? Like, who are you guys?" And it just started going from there, man.
Really? And Green Eyes, and how'd you get into GRINDBROTHERS?
I started paintballing, I want to say maybe 6 years ago. I was introduced introduced to my captain of the BX Hit Squad, Jay Bones.
Mm-hmm.
He actually introduced me to paintballing, and it was I was playing at Liberty as well, and I ran into Activo as well, and I Will opened up the paintball doors to me with open arms. Hey, look, let's play with my team. Come do this. He showed me a bunch of skills and stuff, different that, and then that's when he introduced me to Bishop. And then when he introduced me to Bishop, and I went and I started playing with Bishop at MSG, that opened up a whole new world. Like he said, it's a family-oriented place. I loved it. I was able to bring my son, my mother, and everything, and it was cool. The Grind Brothers Paintball League is, since I've been associated with them, it's been the greatest thing I think I've seen in paintball in a while. They're bringing the sport back to life. They're really trying to let the kids know that paintball is still alive. So I appreciate meeting them. I appreciate Activo. I appreciate Will. I appreciate Jeff, and I appreciate Bishop and all you guys, because that's how I ran into you, Steve, and I got to meet you and your squad.
Oh wow! It took me there by surprise. I was like, "Oh,
we gonna get there."
Oh wow!
I love this story. How this story unfolds.
Wow! Oh wow!
Yeah.
So Bishop,
you guys been rocking paintball for a minute then.
Yeah, I started playing actually when I was 14. It was my cousin's birthday, and he went to a skirmish. And it was like, he just threw us in the fire. It was like, hey, fend for yourselves. And I was like, what the hell is this? Next thing you know, I'm breaching a castle. And it felt good overtaking a castle. And I was younger and, real skinny at the time. I wasn't as big as I am now. So I was a lot quicker. And, when I fell in love with the sport right there, but it was too expensive. My parents couldn't afford to, for me to play every weekend or all the time. So I kind of fell out of the loop of paintball. But then when I got back into my adulthood, and I started, more financially stable. My boy Clay, he's he worked with me at my day job, and he's actually a D3 player for New York Brave. So we were talking about, I was trying to get my, some of my colleagues at work together, like let's do a group activity, let's play some paintball. And he was like, paintball, and he was like, he told me all about it, and he was like, yo, listen, I'm a pro player, I'm a D3 player. And I was like, really? I'm like, yeah, he's like this tall guy. I would even think he doesn't even look like he could be nice in paintball. And then when he got on that field, he scraped all of us. And I mean, like, he washed us. We all had rentals and some cheap old guns. He had the shocker. And I was like, what gun are you shooting with? He said, the shocker. I fell in love with that gun because he had it. And then he was so knowledgeable. And, this happened maybe about 9 years ago. And I just fell in love with the sport all over again. I was like, yo, I found my baby. I found my, my hobby again. Like, it was relaxed. It was, it was like a meditative, I was like in a meditative Zen state, where I was just like woosah, and all the stress from work and life and everything just went away when I was on that field, just slinging paint.
It's a good feeling, man. I remember when I first started playing paintball, it's a really good feeling. You get that adrenaline pumping, you get that sweat pumping, and you get that, I don't know, it's like that manly frustration, energy, it's just out, it just comes out like a beast, it's just natural, and I remember all that. It's a good feeling, man.
You wanna go down memory lane and tell them the story and how I got into paintball and the instant gratification you got that very few people have ever gotten?
Well, let me tell you just a quick story really quick. Before even the paintball started, Steve and I, we've been competitive towards each other. We always, we much love towards each other and everything. It's never been a bad thing. But one day, I couldn't take enough. It was enough from Steve. And I remember this wasn't a paintball. This was what do you call it?
An airsoft gun, a pump gun.
A pump gun. It was a pump gun. All right, a pellet gun. It was a pellet gun.
Not the story I was going to go with, but okay, we'll go with it.
Just because that's what started this. Because I had the pump gun, and I'm pumping that shit, and I'm upstairs in my room. And my brother came, and I was like, oh, I'm going to get him back for all the times, man. I'm just going to get him back. So I pumped this damn air gun like at least 20 times. So it was really jam hard. And I didn't put a pellet in it. What I did was I chewed a piece of paper, wet it, chewed it up, really small, tight, and put it in the chamber. A spitball. I just put it in the chamber, bro. I hid behind a wall. And I was like, yo, bro, come upstairs. And he's coming upstairs like nothing, you know. And once he stepped, and I knew he's barefooted. Once he stepped inside the carpet, dude, I had the fucking pellet gun just popped it right on his foot, dude. And I swear, I didn't think that it was going to do anything to him. You know, I thought he was just exaggerating the pain or whatever. But I tell you, that little spitball, it took a little lump on him. But hey, that's all the payback and gratitude I have. But that was just the beginning, because then we took it to the paintball field. And on the paintball field, Steve was just a newbie. I had my spider. I was just tearing his ass a new hole.
Yeah, man.
That's how it goes, man. I mean, but
he's done something that no one has done yet, and he's actually shot me face shot right there. That one, that little fucker right there.
Yeah, I remember that. You know, we got that on a previous podcast. You know, but hey, man, it's all love. You know, he didn't hate me for it. It was just, you know, we were just messing around. Thank God nothing happened to him, of course. But I mean, it was fun. It was fun. The thing is, guys, you get on the field and you make your own memories with your pals, your family, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You make your own memories, and it's fun. And it's fun.
Yeah. So Bishop, tell me, man.
What's up?
You guys got an event coming up. What's up with this event?
Man, so we have an event August 29th called Call Out. And
what's a call out?
So Call Out is, I mean, some people might say a little controversial or unsportsmanlike for me to name an event Call Out. But Call Out's basically like, you know, we have, it's in between to our bigger event, which we're our sponsored events in November called Paint of Thrones. And as we're getting prepared for November, we decided to do something in the middle of it, which is Call Out. And a lot of time at the last event, it was all out war. We had a great time. I had to before I get into the whole event, I want to give you guys the story that leads up to this event. So I had made a call to the Savage Beast, and they're a Magfed team. Steve's the co-founder, co-owner. New York Savage Beast. So I had to call.
Oh, not co-owner, but go on.
Sorry. Forgive me if I got the title mixed up.
That's good. All right.
Yeah. So I had to call the New York Savage Beast up and spoke to Ghost and Steve, and I was like, "Yo, listen, I need help. My boy's been kicking my ass the last couple of events. He's been bringing goons out. He's brought out the BX6 squad. He's brought out Iron Man. He's brought out a whole bunch of other teams that just are just demolishing me. And me, I'm just trying to get new people involved, to the sport. And he's bringing out the amateurs, the guys that have been slinging paint for, a couple of months to a few years. So I'm like, yo, I need help. So I reached out to the Savages, and they were like, yo, we with you. We got your back. It's all love. We're going to destroy these guys. So then the promo started coming out. And Mr. Green Eyes over here, just started going off with the mouth, running his mouth, writing checks he really can't cash, hiding behind certain people, and, doing trigger shot promos. So I felt the type of way. So as the war progressed during that event, and the tournaments kicked off, it was all out. It was all out war. But you know what? At the end of the day, I gotta say, after the dust settled, what remained was the love, the sportsmanlike. Everybody was giving each other hugs, fives, new friendships formed. And we can talk as much shit as we want leading up to the event. But the thing that makes the event so good is when I see new friendships form. When I see guys that having so much fun and you put smiles on kids' face, he might be an asshole. I'm gonna kick his ass on the 29th. But what he did, he brought toys for all the kids. He has a great heart. Green Eyes and the BX6 squad, they're a great bunch of guys. And I thank them for being a part, and showing mad love to the community and just showing overall, the love of the sport and what paintball should be. So, but for August 29th, man, all that's out the window because I'm coming for blood, bro. It's over. Unsettled beef that gotta get squashed, and the only way it's gonna get squashed is when he's below my new Lux that I brought somewhere around here, and he's covered in paint. It's the way it's gonna happen, So August 29th is going down.
What do you have to say about this, Green Eyes?
So I was gonna say it was funny how you started off talking smack and then you try to make it nice and easy and try to butter me up and you appreciate because I was gonna give you props, but you wanted to start the smack talk early. So yes, I went and I opened my big mouth and I showed out. Yes, I lost my title. Yes, but I showed out. I showed my ass off. I jumped in the 2v2 tournament, being distracted and everything. And distractions don't even matter. I'm not even complaining about that. I went out there. I did my thing. I talked smack to you and your savage beast, whoever decided to show up, because you call all these people and nobody pulled up. And you got spanked again that same event, and the belt still stayed on Dark Side. So I'm honored that I lost. I lost to somebody that I got introduced to, one of the Activo members. So I'm not even mad that I lost the belt. I'm honored one of my brothers in the paintball. Now, I'm glad it's not on your side, because all the smack you talk, I didn't see you play that last event. You know what I mean? So that's what makes me laugh. I understand you're running the business, but don't bring your pretty gun and you're not even going to bring it out. It's still dusty, I bet. You have so much dust collecting on your brand new gun. I mean, come on, But I do appreciate everything that you exposed me to and everything that you introduced me to, but I do have to shine at your own event and field. So I will do that.
And this is what Call Out's about. It's about calling out anybody that you ever had to settle a score with. It could be your brother, it could be your best friend, it could be a total pro, it could be anybody. I called out my sponsor. I called out Mark from HK. I said, yo, let's get it popping. And he answered me on Instagram, and he said, yo, you don't want this 1v1 smoke. And I'm telling you right now, Mark, if you're listening to this, challenge is still on. Come, show me what the snapshot king is about. So this is what it's about, calling out everybody, whether you're a pro, whether you're an amateur, it don't matter. Come to MSG August 29th, come get this smoke. We all waiting for you.
Wow. I'm gonna have to get a glass of water here because I'm starting to get a little warm in here. Woof. Wow.
Getting started.
Hey, you get out of there. You're cluttering up the scenery.
Wow. Oh my God! So Bishop,
it sounds intense. It sounds intense.
it is. They've seen GRINDBROTHERS. They had some. I didn't make last event. That's around the time I hurt my finger. But I saw videos. I saw some media. Nah, bro, come on.
Nah, I was just playing. I know. I just playing. Because I wanted with you too, but
yeah, no. We gonna get it. Don't worry. We gonna get it. Don't worry. But I heard a lot about their event, and I'm like, oh my god, and they guys are putting videos up on the event. I was like, oh my god, it was a really, really good event. I mean, my team was talking about it like crazy. They couldn't stop talking about it.
Shout out to them, bro. They came out, and speaking of the bonds, I made a bunch of bonds with a lot of members on your team, and I met them for the first time that day. They recognized me from when I pulled up on you guys in the Bronx, and I was talking a little smack with the belt. So when they came to the event, it was so great to see them. They showed me the same amount of love. Still had our little smack talk, but it's going back to like Bishop said. It's all about the love and the sportsmanship. It doesn't matter how much crap we're gonna talk. We'll put that on the field. After that, we could be cool.
So what is the format you guys are running? Because I'm hearing you guys, you're talking about Lux, obviously Speedball, and you're also talking about Magfed. So are you combining the both? Are you? Yeah.
So I want it to be based off of skill. And I've watched one of my favorite Magfed teams are New York Savage Beast, and I've seen that team, your team. So it don't matter. It's all about skills. It's about getting the hit. And I've seen y'all took out a whole bunch of speedballers. So I'm like, yo, speedballers are just, ooh, we dumping paint and we spraying and we running up on you and we shooting like 5,000 shots. You guys really take the time and make each shot count, and you guys have tactical and strategic, strategies that y'all put on the field, so it doesn't matter how much paint you sling and how much, you're dumping into your speed loader. It's the team at the end of the day, and when y'all set the tone at Area 53 in the Bronx and y'all beat that speedball team, I was like, fuck this shit. That's what we need. We need to have mag-fed speed. It needs to be open, and I don't want to, there's a lot of, and shout out to all the other promoters that are throwing their events, but a lot of them is like just doing like, okay, mag-fed only, speedball only. I want to combine everybody. No matter what, if you play pump, mag, speedball, whatever your style of play is, I want to have an area in the league for you where we can all come together and it's all about bringing your skills to the table. Because I rock both. I have my Lux and I also have a Dam. I also have a TMC. I also have an MG 100. That I just copped. So I'm versatile. Like for any situation, I'm there. So
sounds like you were amassing a little arsenal there.
I'm trying, man. They Patton's getting tight at me right now. Like, yo, you put another marker? I'm like, yo, listen, I gotta keep on my toes. The only thing I haven't brought yet was a side pistol, the sidearm. I'm looking at the FSC, a first strike pistol. So
I'm particularly fond of the the TPM4, but hey, we'll talk about that in a little while.
Yeah, definitely put me on if you got something I don't know.
TPM4, baby. See, I'm telling you, can't get any more real like than that. What about you, Green Eyes? What you rocking?
Me, I have my my Ether 2 right now, but I did call out a couple of guys from your team because I want to challenge them in a MagFed event because I would like to transition and become versatile and learn the MagFed, not learn the MagFed sport, but like Bishop said, you guys are a little bit more with your, every shot has to count. I'm not wasting bullets because like we're just dump and run, dump and gun. You know what I'm saying? So I am very excited for this upcoming event because it's going to be my first time going against MagFed players in the MagFed event. I challenge those guys in their own event, hoping that they will challenge me in my own event just to make it fair.
All right, so
Raw versus SmackDown type of stage, and it's like we're coming and colliding.
All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you the opportunity. Let's do one at a time so that there's no confusion. Go ahead and take the time that you need to call out your first call out on my team. You said you had some people on my team. Go right ahead. This is your opportunity. Call them out. Call them out as if you would call them out in the field.
My boy already knows that his name has been ringing in my head constantly. I probably own real estate in this guy's head. He knows who I'm talking about, Mr. MagFed Joker. I cannot wait to see you on the 29th, brother, because we've been talking smack nonstop on Facebook, on Instagram, you name it, it's me and him going back and forth. It got so intense that his brother went to go jump in. And I even told his brother, you're jumping in to help? I want smoke with you too. And I'm saying it right now. I still want smoke with you too. You want to try to help your brother? Go ahead. I dare you. Because when I spank you and him, that's going to be another bloodline that I took out. You heard what I said. Another bloodline that I took out. I talk smack and I do what I say. I don't talk smack for nothing. All right? I can't wait. The 29th, be there, please. I don't want to hear that you got to worry about running the event. I don't want to hear that you got to this or that. I don't want to hear no excuses. It's call out for a reason. Don't bring a dusty gun. I want to make sure the gun is going to be used. You hear me? Because I'm using whatever you give me. I'll play your terms, and then we're going to play my terms. I'll play your terms, and we play my terms. And then I'm fine with that. We were trying to do a best of 3 just to make it, you know what I mean? But we haven't third of the third match yet. So I know we're going to do one, like I said, a speedball round. One is going to be with the pistols only, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. We're going to try and do that. Me and Joker have been talking on the side to try and figure out what we really want to do. This beef is intense, but it's also very friendly. Again, we said, you know, all for the love of the sport. We wanted to let people know that, look, you can have real beef out here. Come out here, play your game, and then still have love for the person that you went up against. It's not that serious. And like your brother said earlier, it does release a lot of anger and aggression. And you come out there and you feel like a caveman on some primate shit, like where you just want to, and go crazy. And at the end of the day, you feel great.
At the end of the day, it's because at the end of the day you're exhausted. You're like, you got no more energy.
Yeah, but I mean, you're going home alive, you're going home healthy, and you're going home and take a nice shower and a nap. So I can't beat that, you know?
And you, Bishop, anybody you want to call out?
Oh, you know, I try to get around to thinking about who I'm going to call out, but everybody's going to call me. Everybody's been calling me out. Like, I've been getting DMs. I've been getting, like, you know, calls. I've been getting posts on Facebook and Instagram. People have been calling me out. So it looks like I'm going to have to buy a couple of thousand, you know, rounds of paint. Because I'm going to be expecting a lot of call-outs. But the main person who's been on my mind the longest is Pat.
Oh,
Pat from Darkside. Pat, the bitch ass. Can I curse? Is it all right?
go right ahead.
The bitch ass guy from Darkside Collective. Like, yo, he's been like a pain in my ass. Like he hides behind his puppets. You know, he got a puppet right here that, you know, he hides behind and has his minions do all his work, and he puts zero work in himself. So I challenge him.
You know we did invite him over onto the show today, and we got no comment.
Oh God, no! Oh yeah, see, that's typical Pat. You know, he sends his minions. He sends his minions. Job. That's the excuse they want to run. But you know, that's the number one guy I want to call out. I'm gonna light his ass up, and then you know who I'm gonna turn my attention to? Will and Luigi's bitch asses. You know, since they're like his pit bulls. You know, so I gotta take out his pit bulls, and then you know, but out of all secretly, the secret hate I have that I'm really gonna challenge somebody is El Jefe there and Jefecito. The two number one contenders for the tag team champions. You know, because at the end of the day, I'm the real tag team champion. I was the first ever GB champion. Me and Clark. And I gave that up so I can relax because I got tired of being on the top of the mountain. So don't think for 1 second that I can just take my titles back anytime I want. You know? But sometimes you gotta knock a horse off his ass in order for them to realize who the king and who the real daddy is. You know?
Wow. I can't believe what I'm hearing here.
Yeah, man. It's over. Finito. The 29th is over.
Oh my God. You know what? I got no. Wow. Hey, Chris, what do you got here? What do you got to say about this? It's actually kind of interesting because you're an outsider from the community hearing this. So what do you think? I'm sorry. You're having audio problems. Can't hear you.
It sounds like a pay-per-view event. That's what it sounds to me. That shit sounds incredible. You guys, you know, call each other out. I like it. I like that. And, you know, you got to handle it on the field. Like your buddy says right here. I mean, he says it's all good. You know, we take the aggression out in the field, and right after the game, we'll be like partners. You know, get it out. That's it. What's said is said on the field, right? We'll hand it on the field. You know,
wow.
It sounds intense, guys. I mean, I can't. If you guys record it, I want to see it. I definitely want to see that.
That is something to see.
So just to be sure and clear, your events that you hold are open class, correct?
Open class, yes.
Right.
Everybody is more than welcome.
Yeah, because I'm going to open the comments in a few seconds, but I was seeing a couple of comments that came in. One of the comments I saw was from Chris Folk, and he had mentioned open class, and he did the emoji yay. So I'm assuming that you know, he's very interested in attending your event, and the fact that now that it's confirmed it's open class, that'll be also interesting because his team actually does play and compete on the pro to semi-pro circuit. So that would actually be some interesting blood to bring to the event for a competition. I think it would. So where is your event going to be held at?
So it's going to be held at MSG Paintball Field in Middletown, New York. I can send you the address. And you can put it up in the podcast a little bit later, I guess.
Yes.
But it's gonna be at MSG Paintball Field in Middletown, New York.
Okay. And Mr. Green Eyes, I'm still dumbfounded by this. What I just heard, like the words aren't even coming out of my mouth fast enough right now.
Bishop does this every time. Every time. You missed a key word. He said a very key word that I don't know if anybody heard him. He was the tag team champion. Shout out to Activo once again. Shout out to Will and Jeff because they retained their titles not once but twice. I don't think it's gonna happen a third time because it's not gonna happen because El Jefe and Jefecito from the BX Squad is coming for them. They are not ready for what the BX Squad has in store. We have secret weapons, and I keep these guys quiet for a reason. Now is their time to shine. I opened my mouth. I said everything I had to say. You know what I'm about. My guys are going to come and spank the select few because there's only a select few guys over there. It's only like it's like a members only club. You guys are like, you know what I mean? I can't with you guys. You got to call everybody. You're begging people to play with you. I need help. I'm about to go play Magfed because I feel bad for you because I feel like my team we're spanking you. I'm sorry. I have to say sorry now because you are gonna lose again against any of my team members that you face. If you're facing me, I hope it's very early because I don't want to hear out of breath. I don't want to hear tired. I don't want to hear hold on my hand hurts. I got shot here. I hope I get to see you as soon as possible. I know you're going to take care of Luigi. I know you're going to take care of, but when it comes to me and you, just know I'm coming for that ass. I'm coming for that ass.
Really, you the same guy complaining about first strikes?
First strikes, I ran out against the other team, and you saw what I did at that Bronx. I was not scared of their first strikes. I was not scared of their smoke bombs. I was not scared of their rocket launchers that they threw at me. They threw everything that they had in their arsenal. Those guys were nervous. Those guys were nervous what I was coming to do to them. I was out there in bright red shorts. I was out there in a cut sleeve tank top because I was ready for the little baby bullets that they were trying to shoot at me. I was not worried about no first strike bullets because I was not getting touched. You know when I got touched? When I ran into the line of fire because everybody wants to hide behind one triangle. That's what they're known for doing, those guys at the Savage. The campers, too. That's another thing. Campers. Magfed players know that's campers, man. I'm about to bring marshmallows for the
CEO was hiring. He was hiding Spawn.
What?
He was hiding Spawn the whole time while y'all was running out like little puppets.
I don't want puppets. I'm not. No. Puppets, never that. You see how the lone wolf, the former lone wolf champ used to give it up. No puppet here. I run my mouth. I back up my own game. I don't work for nobody. But I like seeing you go down. And I like seeing you lose.
Wow.
Let's see this new team.
Bishop, let me ask you a question. Can you explain the format that you have going on? The 1v1, the 2v2, so forth, so forth.
So yeah, we the format usually goes. We do a 1v1 gauntlet, and we capped it at I think 32 players. Just for the sake of time because it's like a one-day event. But as we continue to grow and it starts to get larger and more people start to be interested in it, the numbers will go up and maybe it'll be a 2-a-day event. But for now, we have a 1v1 gauntlet and players either randomly get matched or choose their opponent. We like to keep it we like to keep it challenging. Like so, if somebody wants to say I want to be matched up against him because they want to settle a beef or they want to eliminate the player. We usually allow that, but for the most part, it's random. It's a random gauntlet. The names get mixed up, and they battle it out until the last person's left standing. That person becomes the #1 contender to challenge for the belts at the next event. So he plays for free. He or she plays for free at the next event. It goes straight to the championship match, and they battle for the title in the best 3-fall, 2 out of 3 falls.
Now, this is a individually based, or is it a team-based event, or?
The 1v1 is an individual based single 1 versus 1 single player elimination. And the 2v2 is 2 versus 2. That's a team-based game mode that we have, where 2 teams battle it out in the gauntlet match, and same situation. Whoever wins that gauntlet match becomes number one contender to challenge for the tag team title at the next event. And they win whatever prizes that we have. Usually it's like a mask or some gear bag or something for winning the gauntlet, saying, hey, like, this is your prize for winning the gauntlet. You survived, and we recognize that. So this should, and whoever wins the championship, whoever's the champion or the Lone Wolf champion, they play at all of our events for free. The only thing they have to pay for is paint. So they pay at our events for free, and they keep defending their titles. And then they also win prizes also. But usually, our champions usually give the prizes away to somebody that doesn't have, a mask or a gear bag or a hopper, whatever the prize is.
And what are these belts? Oops, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I just have a quick question for you guys on top. You guys do charity events, but charity events meaning, something like charity, like fundraiser events that will help your guys' paint costs a lot of money. To repair guns costs a lot of money. To have first aid kit or some shit like that. What I mean is, like, do you guys sit around and say, hey, you know what? Let's create an event that's going to help the team, help our squad out, and raise some money so that we can have these, instead of dishing out every time. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that's paintball's a very costly game. So do you guys do that? Do you ever do that?
Yes. We people a lot. Fortunately, we have a lot of great family. I'm not going to call them customers. I'm not going to call them they're family. Whoever comes to GRINDBROTHERS Paintball League, they become part of the family. And once they understand the concept and what we're trying to do in our goals, we never say, hey, you got to pay or you got to contribute. They're always willingly to, hey, how can we, make this event cheaper? And, they donate $5, $10. We buy and then we use that money and we buy pizza at our next event. And, we buy food for everybody. That way they don't, so we always give back. It's never, we don't never say, oh, we're a company, we're going to pocket everything, we're going to be greedy. No, we take a portion of that money and we use it to buy, food or water or soda, just to keep everybody, hydrated and let them know that, hey, listen, we're thinking about you. And on top of that, we give away a ton of stuff, whether it's masks, hoppers. I gave away a marker. I gave away a Chronos. So we're always looking at different ways to give back, and Green Eyes, along with the rest of my team, we always sit down and say, okay, how can we give back to the community? How can we give back? How can we make their experience, the first timers' experience, worthwhile? Where they're like, wow, these guys actually care, because gear is expensive. I spend thousands of dollars on my gear. I wish I was a part of an organization that said, hey, listen, we see you, we see that you're interested, and here's something to start you out with. Wow, I got an $80 mask. I got a $100 mask. There's this little girl. She's on a New York Savage Beast. Her name, I call her Little Mama. She's about, I think, 9 years old, and she is a savage. Like, she is a savage. She looked at me and she gave me chills. And I think about, every time I tell a story, I think about how she gave me goosebumps. And she looked at me and she's like, Mister, and I was like, yeah. She said, you're a bishop, right? And I said, yeah. She said, can I shoot you? And she had a stone cold face, And I was like, what? It creeped me out. And then she shot Will in the game, because, we had a big game match. And she's like 9 years old, playing with grown people and not afraid to get shot. And not, wow. And so I gave her a Virtue Bio, I think it was the CMD mask that came out. So, one of the most expensive masks, that Virtue has. And I gave it to her. I was like, here, I see that she's passionate about the sport, and that made me happy, and it put a smile on her face,
Right.
So, that's what makes my day, giving back to the community, and showing and just dealing with people that want to love the sport the same way I love the sport.
Right, right.
So
I mean, of
we
course,
always,
that's giving back, man. You got to give back to the community as well.
yeah,
Whether neighbors, friends, what I mean, they're out there to enjoy themselves. You know what I'm saying, and to experience what everybody else has. They want to go out there and play paintball. Let's go out there and play meatball. Let's get that experience. Let's have that fun. Let's do all that. And that's cool. That sounds really great. We used to do that stuff at work, where I work at now. When I first came to work, a couple buddies of ours, they wanted to throw a paintball event. So they sent flyers out to the system, and we got a big system. So they sent flyers out, and we got everybody together, man. It was a big, big event. We actually went out to SC Village, and I believe we got we asked them if we could rent a field out, and they rent us a field, and we spent the whole day there, man. It was awesome. It was awesome. So get back to the community, like you said, man. That always makes them come back. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Makes them come back.
And I get messages now and then, like people that want to. They want to come, but they really can't afford it, and that's where the money that we get donated to us, from loyal, family members, as I say, from the league. I'm like, yo, listen, if all you got is $40, I'll put in the rest. So just so they can, just so they can, or they can come and experience and just have a day full of fun. You never know what somebody's going through. And I don't like to ask a lot of questions what somebody's going through in their personal life unless they're willing to tell me. So if they're so interested and they say, hey, yo, listen, this is all I really have. Is there any way you can help me out? Or and we have it. We all put in. We've done it plenty of times. BX Hit Squad did it. Activo did it. I myself did it. Pat did it. So it's a community. It takes a village to raise a child, and that's how that's how we at Grind Brothers, we look at it like that. We're a family, and we want to look out for people and just show positivity and show love at all times. So yeah, we talk out shit, but at the end of the day, it's all love, man.
Nice.
Let
I
me.
like the concept. I really do. I like the concept. What you guys got going. It sounds really interesting. My brother told me before I met you guys. My brother told me, how you guys roll, and I like the whole WWF type of deal, dude. I love that. That is really entertaining, man. That's very right there, man. You guys got the concept down. Good luck to your guys' thing, man. It sounds like a great thing, So keep it up.
So I wanted to go right ahead, Greener. Sorry.
I'm sorry, because he had a question on things. I was telling Bishop and stuff too, and now I'm gonna bring it to your attention, Steve. That I had an idea in the vision because I made my own. I had T-shirts printed for BX Squad, so I had an idea where I was trying to get every other team if they wanted to have their own paintball streetwear. Because everybody wants to wear the select few. Everybody wants to wear, but do you really want to wear a jersey all the time? What if you had a tank top? What if you had a T-shirt? What if you had like a little sweater or a hoodie, like something to throw on, and you can wear that? So doing that, I was trying to get the teams together to know, hey, look, we can get you guys to sell your merch, like the wrestling theme that goes on. Everybody comes out to see their favorite wrestler. Everybody comes to see that. All that money, goes straight to the proceeds, to the events, to the, making the kids feel, comfortable and all the family, because it's a family-oriented thing. Last time like he said, I brought stuffed animals that I had from a job. I got donated from PetSmart. I donated a bunch of stuffed animals to give to all the kids, all different kinds of stuffed animals and stuff. So it made everybody feel welcome. It's like, that's what brings them coming back. That's what makes them want to donate to us. That's what makes them want to support us, and that's where we get the sponsorship. The love that we give to everybody else.
Yeah.
That was another question I was going to ask you guys. You guys reach out to getting sponsors? Like, I don't know if they have Best Five. I'm out in LA, so like Big Five or sporting goods stores out there that they would sponsor you guys. You ever try that?
Well, I've sent thousands of emails to various companies. I reached out to Red Bull. I got a representation from Red Bull saying that they don't do independent events anymore. They only focus on their events and solely on their events. I reached out to water companies to get donated free waters. They just told me, hey, when you got a set date, Yeah, we'll send you a couple of cases for free. It's no problem. You know, a lot of we're sponsored by HK Army, Virtue Paintball, Volcano USA. These are all the companies that sponsor us, and MSG Paintball Field sponsors us as well.
Nice.
So these companies has been tremendous help. They see our vision and what we're trying to do for the community, and they're all on board. And I'm grateful to have these companies that that help us help others.
Right.
And it's never been about the money for the companies. It's been about spreading the awareness of paintball and getting more people involved in teamwork, team building exercises.
Let me cover up two things here really quick. I see that you have the Select Few jersey on. Is that the jersey? Would you mind? Would you mind showcasing it so that the audience can take a look at what it looks like?
Well, this is the dry fit T-shirt that we have. Chris Ringo from Under, he made these for us. So this is the dry fit jersey T-shirt that we have that comes along with the jerseys when we order the package. So I can get these individually in any size if somebody wants to purchase it or anything like that, or just rep the brand. My jersey is in my room at the moment, but I do have a little quick surprise. I can't show you the whole thing, and I know everybody's been anticipating. I probably might get chewed out later for this, but I'm just going to show you briefly the unified. And when I mean unified, I mean Savage Beast, DX Hit Squad, New Jersey Nightmares, Select Few, Dark Side Collective, Activo, all the grandfather teams that supported us from day uno. We all have a Big Game Battles jersey that's going to be released and revealed on August 29th. And when we go to these other big game, and I'm talking about Ion, I'm talking about all these other big game events, we are going to show up 200 deep with all the same jerseys, and everybody's going to be like, who the hell are these guys? So I can't show you the whole thing, and I made a promise already, but I'll give you like a little sneak peek of what it looks like. We have it. It's official. We have the jersey right here. It's here.
So at the end of the podcast, we'll get the link if the people want to put an order in for it. Would that be something possible to do?
Yeah, it'll be available when we're taking orders August 29th. I'll try to get it a little bit ahead of time, but my partners want to keep the anticipation. They want to keep the hypeness there, and I'm like, I'm hyped already. I want everybody to start buying these jerseys, as soon as possible. And like I said, all the proceeds, that we get from the jerseys will go back to helping others, whether it's, buying gear or, pizza or whatever it is, helping somebody that can't afford paintball.
You're gonna have to make sure I get one so that when I could put as part of the prop back here, because I'm gonna start collecting whatever I can collect, whether it's jerseys, posters, flyers, patches, so I can put up for a background. So whatever you can send to put up in the background, that would be amazing. Let's open up the comments because the comments are coming in. We have Chris Folk. Looks like he's interested in learning more about your event and league. If you can hit him up and DM with some info, they'd be more than happy to talk further with you. New York Savage Cap saying we got a date for the huge May event, fellas, with the Police Paintball League.
Oh, nice.
I'm down.
All right. We have greetings and salutations from Gary Jones from Paintball Press. And again, another comment came in from Cap saying there are going to be no more events or games until further notice at Cousins and Riverhead. They just found out that they're basically moving the field over about 2 blocks, so the Cousins Riverhead is closing. Hello, Gary. How are you? Let's see.
Bishop, I like how you have all your team members on your jersey.
Mhm.
Oh, we still going at it? Huh?
Oh yeah, go on.
Where's your merch? I see
I was
you.
just saying,
We got
select
Yeah.
Chuck Peters also saying the same thing. He's on the he's also on the comments as well. He's interested in knowing more about the Grind Brothers event.
Definitely.
It's also the National Peace Officers Memorial Day on May 15th, so it's a perfect date. So they're probably looking at May 15th for the paintball league or the paintball fundraiser.
Okay.
So that's pretty much the comments that came in. I didn't really see anything in particular. It's just guys shouting out info, which is actually always helpful and appreciated. But go ahead, guys, please, because I feel the tension here between, you know, explain to everybody here the whole dark side thing. You know, it's kind of interesting. So if you break it down, you know, because you're in the league, you guys are obviously in the same league, but different factions. So break it down a little bit.
So,
Yeah,
wanna go?
Bishop can explain a little more because I mean I was just brought into the mix. I know it was between him and Pat. He is obviously the select few. Patrick's the dark side. And I was because I was with Activo, I was just grandfathered in the dark side with open arms. You know, they didn't beg me to come play. They didn't cry and say they needed help. They were just like, "Oh, you paintball? You can come along on this side." I'm like, all right, I'm cool. I'm down with that.
So,
Go ahead, you can explain this up on your
like
part.
as I said before, I like to recruit people that never played the game, right? So, Pat, he after I made my team the select few, and he saw my jerseys and he saw my gear, he was like, "Oh, that's fire." He said, "Oh, I'll make a team too, you know, just to keep up with you guys, you know." So he called his team Dark Side Collective, a bunch of collective individuals who he can puppet, and because he's a puppet master, and so he brought all these teams together, all these teams that, mind you, all know how to play, whether they played amateurly or they've been playing for a few years, right? So the only people that are on my team that play is just me and one of my closest friends, Clark. So everybody else has been brought to the table that's been new, that never played paintball before. So yeah, we were getting our ass kicked. So now, again, I said, you know what? Let me start bringing some real players along with, you know, the guys that I already had. That's when the crying started. When I mentioned teams like New York Brave, which is a D3 team. As soon as I said that, and I said I'm gonna bring my boy Clay, all of them started crying. You can't bring pros to the league. You can't bring pro. That's not fair. Oh, why? You guys got a whole bunch of shooters on your team. I got guys that are scared to come out of the bunker to peek their head out to move forward. Meanwhile, you guys are pressing us and acting like y'all pros and shit. So it's been going on for a while. They've been kicking my ass. I'm not gonna lie, they've been kicking my ass. So I've been slowly, you know, recruiting guys that are, you know, that have been playing for a while. And look at his face. He's a little nervous right now. He's like, "Oh shit, the 29th. I want to see what
You speak your piece.
have. I want to see who's Bishop bringing." You know. Then when he saw that, how, you know, when I made the call, and quite Savage Beast. When I made that call to Savage Beast, they were a little scared. And they were like, "Oh, they got 40 deep." So you know what they started doing on the low? They started calling other teams from High Velocity and all these other little paintball fields like Liberty, and started getting them to come to their side. You know, and at the end of the day, you know, there's two main teams that are rivals, which is the Select Few and Dark Side. We have our allies. We call our allies, which is on Pat's end is the BX Hit Squad, Iron Man, Activo, all these other teams, New Jersey Nightmares. And on my side, my allies are New York Savage Beast. You know, I have you know, the new and approved Select Few. You know, I have a couple other teams that I'm gonna keep quiet because he's plotting right now.
This guy called the Navy SEALs. He called the U.S. Army. This guy told me I got Marines coming. I got this. I got cool. That's why we decided to get our team heavier, because he called the damn U.S. Navy on us. For what? Because we were spanking him so hard. His butt is raw. We need to get baby power now for that ass. Because your ass is so raw from all this thing.
You're taking so much pride. That's like you playing basketball and you're blocking a 5-year-old shot and dunking on him and acting like you all that big and bad, like you doing something. But in reality, when you get guys that play, you ain't that nice. You're a little scared. You're a little nervous. You start getting weak and shaking at the knees. You know.
Hold on. Where? Let's see if I can find my bomb soundboard here because that just sounded like Hiroshima and Nagasaki just now.
He over here. Oh, we spanked y'all. Yeah, I had guys that never ever played paintball a day in their life, and then you want to brag about you spanking us? Definitely.
Who decided to pick those players for a big event? So you gracefully handed us over your belts. Thank you, Bishop. You had no intent of
I'm glad
winning.
you realized that Daddy gave you the belts. I'm glad you realized that I willingly gave you the belts.
You got down on your knees and said, "Here for you, here
now
for you."
Now I have to take
and I said, "Thank you, sir."
Just
like you got your belt, taking the 3.5 seconds.
Excuse me 1 second. Excuse me 1 second. Excuse me 1 second.
That's when you were watching me from the sideline, right?
Excuse me.
Fresh jersey on, and it had no dirt on it, no paint, no nothing.
Wow, this is getting
still in the box.
This is getting deep. Hold on 1 second, guys. Hold on 1 second. Let me just recap. Oh my God, yes. Let me just recap for the viewers that are just coming in. Right now, what we have on the panel right now is we have Bishop and Green Eyes from GRINDBROTHERS. And they're basically talking, and my brother, who's guest panel as well, who's instigator extraordinaire. But Green Eyes and Bishop basically are going at it right now with regards to their call out, giving you a sample of what they do, how they do it whenever they have an event, and what's behind the scenes, as well as what you see as well. So, without further ado, by all means, please continue, because I'm just like listening to this and I'm just saying to myself, with no disrespect, but I know that if my team was actually here, they would say that they would spank you, Green Eyes. And of course, they wouldn't flip on Bishop because, you know, they roll deep with Bishop. So, you know, that's people's. At the end of the day, though, it's all nothing but love. You do know that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Always love.
Oh, okay. As long as we understand that.
The team also watched me from the sidelines holding Bishop's hand the day that I lost in 3.5 seconds. I played against not a 5-year-old. I played against a warrior. I played against a guy who plays the game longer than I have. And I went out there, blood, sweat, tears, everything, you name it, and I gave him my all. Yeah, he was the better man for now. But again, Bishop, your gun was sitting in its case. You didn't even open it. You were holding the Savage Beast hand, you know, eating hot dogs and flipping burgers the whole time.
It sounds like he says you need some milk. You need some milk. He said you need some milk, brother.
Wow.
I don't want to hurt his feelings, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta let you know. That's why I chose to sit down. You know how many people wanted to challenge me? You know how many people out that wanted to play against me that day? How they was calling me out before we even announced call out? You know, it's an honor and privilege to play with your champ. You know.
Let's see. We got New York Savage checking in. Zach Steele, SAS, Wisconsin. Well, we're reaching Wisconsin. We're reaching California because that's where my brother's sitting at right now. Of course, you know the captain is saying this is entertaining. No, Cap, this isn't entertaining. This is true to life. Big difference.
This is real life stories.
So let me get this straight. Your animosity with Bishop is because he called us to come in?
My animosity with Bishop is because he talked all his smack. He said, I'm bringing like 150 guys. They're going to destroy you. They're going to do this. And yet when we brought our team, he's crying that your team just wanted to sit on the sidelines. Which I get it. They wasn't ready at that moment in time.
I told y'all from the jump that the Savages is gonna destroy y'all in big game. They weren't coming to play no 1v1 tournament, 2v2 tournament, or anything like that. They came to the big game battle deliberately just to wipe the floor with you guys and then walk off home with a cigar in their mouth. That was their job.
Who won the big game battle?
Not you playing around. Not you playing around.
Who won the big game battle?
Who won the big game battle? Enlighten me. Who won the big game battle? Enlighten me.
I want to know. I just want to hear you say it because I think it was my team who walked away with the cigars in their mouth.
It was your team that was wiping off paint.
Oh, wait a minute.
I see where the crying came from. Wiping off paint, bro. Nobody wipes off paint on my side. Nobody wipes off paint on
your side.
Oh man.
Well,
if you want the smoke, this sound like you coming at me a little crazy. So if you want the smoke on the 29, you get the
my
smoke.
Dark Side Collective. I respect the Grind Brothers and I love everything they do, but you can't talk about my Dark Side Collective team the way like you think you did anything against us. You have not done anything.
all right. Here's what I'm gonna do. Here's what I'm gonna do. Here's what I'm gonna do because we're coming to the end of the cast. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give each of you 30 seconds to put on your best call out, trash, down low, however you want to do it. So let me know when you're ready. Give me the thumbs up. Both of you give me the thumbs up. The first one to give me a thumbs up goes first. All right, there's Green Eyes. There you go. 30 seconds now.
Bishop. The Grind Brothers Paintball League, August 29th. I cannot wait to take you out on a 1v1. I promise you, all the smack talking you've been doing, all the stuff that you think the select few has not been doing anything. You the 3 musketeers can't do nothing against the Dark Side Collective. That's all I'm letting you know. We have spanked you numerous of times. My hand hurts so much, I've been spanking you so much. Okay? You talk about wiping off paint. You talk about this. Don't bring it up after you lose. You sound like a sore loser. Come on. Bring it up during the event and then we handle it there. But you bringing it up a whole month after, I can't do nothing about it. I'll just spank you again on the 29th to show you all that mouth running you're doing. It's done with.
Time. You ready, Bishop? All yours.
There's a difference between running your mouth and keyboard typing. I don't have no more words for you. As tight as that hat is on your head, this is what you're gonna see at the end of the day. This is what you're gonna see at the end of the day. This Lux, and I'm gonna fill your fucking paintball mask up with a whole bunch of paint, and you're gonna be walking off that field with your tail between your legs, and everybody's gonna look up at you. You know what's gonna be the most disappointing factor? That your seed is gonna look at you as they hear who you are and say, "Daddy, how can you lose to a guy like Bishop?" And that's why you took off that tight ass hat, because you know I see that vein coming out the side of your head, and you know what you're gonna look like? The loser that you already look like right now. All right? So be prepared. August 29th, it's going down. No more talking. I'm going to challenge your ass. Forget everybody else. I'm going to challenge your ass to a 1v1, and I'm going to prove once before, stop writing checks that your mouth can't catch.
Oh.
I can't wait.
If I didn't have my own event that day, believe me, oh my God, I would pay money to see this.
Bishop.
Chris, what do you? We lost the video feed there.
Give me a sec, guys. Give me a sec.
I lost my brother's video feed. That's all right. Anyway, with that being said, you have anything else to add? Oh, there he goes. You have anything? You have anything you want to add before we end the cast?
Myself?
Yes, sir.
Let me tell you something. It was very entertaining, interesting. I love the concept. I wish I was over there, man. I mean, I would like to see this go down, man. This is, I've never seen something like this. I gotta say, I've never seen something like this. It would be very, very great to even watch. I can't wait. I mean, I wish you could record that on Facebook because I want to see some highlights.
Well, it's going to be recorded. You're going to see a whole bunch of his blood all over the place. It's going to be recorded. We're going to try to stream that on Twitch also. So we can live stream that shit so you can witness firsthand the destruction of the Predators BX Hit Squad.
All right,
You're gonna
guys.
see his gun still in that same box August 29th because he's not pulling it out.
All right, guys, real quick, August 29th. Once again, plug in your field, plug in where at the event.
MSG Paintball Field, Middletown, New York.
Guys, be there, August 29th. And with that being said, Bishop, thank you. Green Eyes, thank you. Chris, Flip, thank you. And for you, the rest of the general audience, make sure you click like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. Stay in tune, continue to support. And remember, this podcast is for us, by us. So let's show support. With that being said, guys, all love and respect. Catch you guys on Friday for open mic. Peace, guys.
Peace.
Haters.